Hello and welcome to another episode of me painting again. Oh yes, we're painting again. And this time I blocked in this on the paper of just some dark, sort of a reddy black acrylic. And just blocked it in because I've got a dark painting that I want to do. And I thought, well, might as well make it easy on myself. I'm going to get some blue and yellow, and I'm going to use this to block in a bit of a sky. So yellow ochre and ultramarine blue, and a bit of a sky going in the background. Of course, I don't want it to be too bright. Yeah, I quite like doing the toning the paper first. It's almost like toning a canvas, really. Same thing, I suppose. Same idea, isn't it? Now, I'm going to get some more blue in the colour. I'm going to start putting that down here in the water. So I'm grabbing some more ultramarine blue into our yellow. It sort of makes a bit of a greyish blue. That's what we want. Some of this water in there. Okay. This is going to be our sea and sky. And as it dries, it'll start to fade a little bit anyway, as well. The ochre will start fading a bit. Moving it around with some water. Okay, so now I've got to think about what I'm going to be doing next, and that is I want to be painting in the boat, the hull of the boat. That's what it is, isn't it? The hull, the bottom bit. I think it's the hull anyway. So I'm going to get some black and brown. Maybe a bit more of the brown. And I'll paint in the shape. So we've got a boat about here. And the boat goes painting that shape. Sort of thinking about the other side of the boat at the same time as painting this side. That might be a bit better. I'm not a boat expert by any means, actually. I like looking at like Turner paintings and some of the others in the museums of boats and things. I think they look ace. Bit of burnt sienna into our brown. Start lightening up some of it. A bit more of that burnt sienna. It looks quite good, actually. A bit too much white in the paint. So I'm going to let that dry a little bit. And I want to start putting on a sail. So I'm going to get some black and yellow ochre. Yellow ochre and ivory black, that is. You're wondering which black it is? Ivory black. And got the sail. Goes being pushed to one side. Just block that in. Something like that. This will start fading as it dries. That's one thing that you've got to remember when you're using a watercolour or gouache on paper, especially mid-tone paper. It changes, which is good. I quite like that because then I have more goes at changing it. Because when it dries, I can see what it changes into, and then I can change it again. That's where the mast is. Go to about there, and then there's a don't know what this is called, cross. Do you well, we don't know. I don't know. It's another bit of the boat. And we're going to have a wave splashing up against it. Got another sail though I want to put in. Just going to get in some of this burnt sienna and brown. Burnt sienna and brown. I've got a sail going down here. Add a bit of dark to it. Something like that. That looks pretty good. It sort of dulls this as everything dries. It dulls, and to me that's a good thing. Some people don't like that about using gouache. But like I said, it means that you get another go at painting. You can keep going. Yeah, something like that. What I might do as well, I like the idea of a dark headland here. Something like that. And there. And that's sort of just going to soften that bottom part. Just using my finger to just soften it. Yeah, something like that. Sort of a background element. And then we're at a point where we could start adding a bit of light, can't we? A bit of light to the sails. Be nice. A bit of yellow ochre. A bit of this white. a touch of brown in it, making that sort of a canvas look. I suppose it would be a canvas, wouldn't it? So we'll have the light going. Just mixing that with my finger. Just sort of using my finger to smudge areas to give it a little bit more material looking. Might get a little bit more brown in my colour, a bit of burnt sienna in it. Add a bit of light to the some areas of this. A bit on this on that sail as well. Yeah, that's coming on, starting to develop a little bit. I want a bit more colour on this. Now, what I want as well on the boat, I could do with some people to keep it going, keep the boat running. Make sure they move the sails when you need to. I'm sure they know what they're doing, because I haven't got a clue. Be quite good if you know a bit about sailing, because then your paintings would be better, wouldn't they? Because you would know a bit about body positioning and stuff on the boat. I've got a person sat there anyway, we'll put him in. Just using a little bit of ultramarine blue. Got someone there, I'm going to have someone here as well. He stood up. Got his arm out. Not sure what's going on there. So to get a bit of burnt sienna and white, we can put in a couple of faces. Might get a bit more burnt sienna, I don't want it to be too bright. Bit of light hitting his face. He can have a little hat, get a bit of black. He's got a hat on. The other one I might do red, because I'm thinking about looking at this painting. You want to take the eye to the colour. So I'll give him a bit of a red hat. He's got his arm up. something like that. They're quite distant, so I don't want it to be too detailed. Give them a little bit of hair anyway. Right, let's want to put in a few lines on this part of the boat because it's got a little bit too washed out from using the white. And then we've got some rigging that we want to put on about there. Rigging. It's not like a of major importance, but I suppose it just adds a little bit more to the painting, doesn't it? And then on the other side, you'd see some probably there. Well, you can now. And then some between that and that area. This and this. This and that. From there to there. And at the top, have a bit of a flag. And then this boat, we can add. Maybe I can brighten up the light a bit more. Now it's sort of flattened a bit. I'm going to brighten up a bit. Something like that. Might have a bit more light on that bit as well. And might chuck a bit of light here. No, I got rid of it. I'm going to keep it. There we go. Okay, and then we've got the water splashing up here. Going, just goes up like that. Bit of a, just mix that up a bit, let that splash away. And it's going up. Gotta make it splash, haven't you? Gotta really get it splashing. It's splashing and crashing. All there, and bit of a splash there as well. And in the background we could probably see a few waves. Of course, if you have heard about Turner, he strapped himself on a boat, didn't he, and sailed out there to see how it looked. I wouldn't want to do that myself, but sounds adventurous. I want it to be sort of windy and choppy. Get some amazing sort of waves. I mean, the closest I've been sea fishing before, but to be honest, I was so busy grabbing onto the boat to try and stay in it, I didn't really look too much at what was going on. I was wreck fishing, and I've never been in a boat that was so choppy before, and I have to say I've never been fishing again since that. Get a bit more white and use my highlight here. There's a bit of yellow in it as well, but it's something like that. I think that guy's on board is saying, "Oh no, I'm gonna get wet here." I've just cleaned and dried my jacket. Now look. I know what I thought when I was in that sort of rough waters. I was thinking, "Oh man, heck, I'm never doing this ever again." Never going sea fishing again. And I don't want to eat the cheese sandwich we've got packed, that's for sure. It's the luck of the draw, isn't it? Sometimes you go out and it's alright, another time it's a nightmare. Just deepen in the water by putting a bit of dark in there now. So I've just been playing really with light and dark. Light, dark there, dark, light and dark here and there. So, oh, I thought I was painting a big wave here. I've lost it now. Oh well. Get some dark areas in. Don't want that to be as bright as it was, that's why I kind of got rid of that, because I want this to be the main attraction to this picture. Got a little bit of light, maybe the wave is more like going there. It hit some rocks up there. Just using my finger to pull the paint a bit. I quite like that. So now what I could do, tempted to do anyway, is give it a bit more warmth in some of the areas, just as a change of something like that. And then what I want is to give this a bit more dimension. So I want to go a bit darker. And this bit there. And in there. Yeah, so there we go. There's a quite a rough sea with a boat on. This is gonna slowly dry. As it dries, I can change things and make things a bit more dramatic if I want to. But I think that'll just about do it, to be honest. The only thing that I can think of that I can see that I would like a bit more light on is some of the wood. Some of the wood up here. Yeah, something like that. But yeah, I think that'll be about it. I think that'll be about the painting, other than maybe a little bit of something on the flag. What about a couple of birds in the sky? What about a couple of birds? Some maybe they're caught a bit of light. Caught a bit of light in there. A few seagulls, why not? So anyway, there we go. There's a fun little painting. You could do this one if you wanted to, no problem. It's a bit of practice, and you'll be doing Some amazing stuff. It's quite a enjoyable thing as well, doing it like this, because it's... You don't get any... I don't have any like worries. I'm just painting, and I don't have to think about need to buy another canvas. So I can just use my sketchbook and do loads of paintings in it, and that's what I like doing anyway. Lots of paintings. So thanks very much for watching this one, and I'll see you at another one. Cheers, bye.